if you're talking about peeling Myanmar's lineup. But yeah, wow, Philippines. Proper targeting is what I would say here for these players. And I'm sure these ladies are definitely familiar with that. Let's head over into game number 1 in this best out of 3. It's the Philippines versus Myanmar here as we kickstart off this series in the second half for today. It's an action-packed day. But let's see. Will the Philippines hold it out, or will Myanmar actually score the first point? We're going to have to find out. It's single target pickoff versus sustainability here.
It's definitely something that, doesn't surprise me as much. I think the Philippines, they looked at the draft and they're like, bring it on. But you can also expect these kind of early pressure from the Hilda itself. DJ 𝐆𝐫𝐮𝐩 going to check where this Hayabusa is going to be at. But thankfully, with the 𝐆𝐫𝐻 and the 𝐾𝐬𝐢 around, it's not the easiest for the Hilda to just run up, because sustained damage can actually eat through her health bar if she stays around for too long. So there is some form of deterrent from the Philippines, but it doesn't take away the fact that Myanmar has so much pressure just with this Hilda Akai alone.
It's a gatot catch in the glue on the lane. I wouldn't say that's the easiest for 𝐆𝐵𝐻 to take in. But looking at how this is panning out, no engages just yet. It's just a matter of vision. It's a matter of finding out the location on where the Philippines is. But with Vivero in sight, giving out information as well to 𝐴LPUERTO, she can be able to safely farm. I mean, with the Hilda's threat there, it's not that easy, right? Especially if you're a Hayabusa. The damage is also insane coming after the Hilda. I don't even know where it's coming from. It has never been nerfed and still has stayed the same up until this day. But looking at this, 1 minute and 23 seconds before the first turtle, I think information is so vital. But for now, gold laner is going to be cutting out the waves, freezing in the lane as much as they can before the first turtle take. 14 seconds towards the first turtle take, no casualties just yet.
Even this freeze is very beneficial for the 1-1, so you don't put yourself at threat of the Granger, but you're also securing every single resource for yourself. And of course, you see here that DJ 𝐆𝐫𝐻 just trying to zone the Hayabusa away so that they get priority over the jungle. The Haya is basically out of the fight.
Oh wow, Vivero gonna get in. There's the ultimate available for Jay. 𝐆𝐵𝐻 as well, trying to look for an angle. Feathered airstrike there, committed by Afo, but it's gonna get cancelled out there by 𝐆𝐵𝐻. She's taking a lot of the damage here as Riku and the rest of the gang. Let's see if it's gonna be the Philippines. It's gonna be a Red 3. Red God taking in the turtle for the side of the Philippines, and now they're sandwiched and boxed in as Vivero gonna try to go in for the knock-up and gets the first blood up against Myanmar. Philippines takes in the turtle and the first blood. That's a lot to take in.
That is actually the worst case scenario that fight could have played out, because DJ 𝐆𝐫𝐻 baited out 𝐴LPUERTO's ultimate very early on. There was no shadow kill. She was down to half a health, and yet they're about to get another pick out. So that's another pick out. Oh, shadow kill is up. So that's the second takedown for the Philippines. This is completely not on my bingo card. Myanmar, this is not the result that they want. That should have been a free turtle.
Yep, I mean, the Philippines. I mean, what can I say? 𝐴LPUERTO has been dubbed as somebody who never misses with the retribution. I mean, it's either like 80 to 90% taken on all of the objectives, and that's what she can offer. AOG has been used there by 𝐆𝐵𝐻, nicely used to evade the ultimate there from the Farsa Perez as well, having a very good time. Ejector, the toss again coming out from Vivero. Just giving in the kills to Perez as DJ 𝐆𝐵𝐻 a little bit too late to the party. 3 kills for the Philippines, starting it out real strong.
And this is a complete disaster start for Myanmar. They are down almost 2,000 gold. 2 out of the 3 lanes have collapsed. And this also takes away the functionality of DJ 𝐆𝐵𝐻, who does not want to be stuck in the lane. In fact, she wants to be able to run around, support Riku, get these ganks off, or create pressure in the enemy jungle. But the Philippines have been able to free themselves from that chokehold, and now it's their turn to run around the map.
This is exactly what you want in a 𝐆𝐻. Somebody who just sets up the play. The shadow kill onto DJ 𝐆𝐵𝐻 is able to sustain all of that. Feathered airstrike has been used as well right before the turtle. So they're just baiting out all of these skills here. There's so much threat from the Philippines too. Like, you get the 𝐆𝐻 to just toss somebody in, and almost immediately there's the answer from Amores, slowing everybody down. And as you know, the Kimmy can definitely be a lane bully up against the Farsa here. Kiko Cutie joining in the clash here onto the mid lane. The turtle as well is up for the taking. 1/4 HP as Riku starts it up. 𝐴LPUERTO can just go in for the snipe steal, and they know that for a fact because they're not even going in. Vivero giving in the vision here, and 𝐆𝐵𝐻 going in for the AOG. Riku, turtles is up for the taking. 𝐆𝐵𝐻 gonna be able to take it in for the Philippines once again. Riku goes in for the heavy spin. A turtle taken in by the Philippines. No casualties just yet. 𝐈𝐄𝐄 forced to flicker out as 𝐈𝐄𝐄 goes in for the flicker kill. 𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸 evading all of those skills, trying to heal up in the bush, but that's not going to be enough. 𝐈𝐄𝐄 as well gonna take in that purple buff away from Myanmar.
That's another free turtle given away to the Philippines, and
Wow.
𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸 goes down. Mid-tier 1 falls. Jay arrives. He managed to defend the structure somehow, but Myanmar have essentially lost control of the game for now, right? As much as we say that this draft from Myanmar, you can see the idea, pretty frontline loaded. The one thing that they lack is damage, right? They are relying a lot on the feather S, right? And once that is out, they actually don't have much juice left in the tank. And even in this case, I don't think they can even take down the 𝐆𝐫𝐸.
Yeah, well, 𝐵ivero is just absolutely fearless on that. Fearless to take in that glue head-to-head, right? Like, usually you see a glue coming into you, you'd be wanting to back away, but 𝐵ivero just knows for a fact that, you know, her teammates can definitely back her up. 5 kills and no answers from the side of Myanmar. I do love the fact that they're making the side lanes move. At least like something is moving into the game, right? It seems like the team fights almost all the time have been won by the Philippines, and even Jay and 𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸, they don't know where to go next. Perez, 𝐒𝐿𝐸 Cutie gonna be able to stack up for a bit. Piercer is also up here for Perez, so that's gonna be a lot more AoE damage coming in. The Windtalker is up here as well for the taking for 𝐒𝐿𝐸 Cutie. Inspire is still up. Last turtle for the taking. 𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸 gets in Diagon there, is able to sustain for a bit with the Revitalize, but it's not gonna be enough as Myanmar takes in the first kill. 𝐈𝐿𝐝 as well. 𝐵ivero trying to look for an angle, and at this point it's just gonna be a lethal 𝐆𝐫𝐸d, but there you go, the stacks are up here for 𝐒𝐿𝐸 Cutie as the Inspire comes in. No takedowns just yet. Jay gonna try it to get in someone there. There's still the shadow for 𝐈𝐄𝐝 as they're able to escape. 𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸 as well, zoning out Perez, but that's such a nice clap back from the side of Myanmar.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a mid laner for Roma, so it's still more worth it for the Philippines. They both will respawn in time. This time, turtle finally secured by Myanmar, and they make the call to back off, and I definitely like this a lot more, right? You want to cut your losses. The far side was able to get in some gold. Would be nice if the far side didn't go down, but this tier 1 top is going to be in danger.
The slam, the spread of the glue is going to be the key here to isolate the members here at the Philippines who have been together rotating. 4-man rotation here. Like, it's only 𝐈𝐿𝐝 that's going down bot, trying to clear the lanes. But as we look at the item builds, what do we have here? It is actually Perez leading the charge here with the most gold, 5.4k rather.
𝐈𝐝𝐝 actually wants to go for maximum damage. Malefic Roar, the second item, right after the Hunter Strike. And because that of the side lane towers on the top lane that has gone down, and just how much ahead Philippines are, they can easily just walk into this jungle and take up space.
Yeah, Jay is just baiting out all of these flickers, all of these kills. Nothing just yet, right? But the threat, the intimidation coming out from the glue is just enough. I'm actually surprised, like, with this much sustain, they can actually go in for more of the team fights. They're going to try to push in this turret, and that's going to be Diagon with the AOG and the toss in onto 𝐈𝐿𝐝, the target that you just want. The Revitalize is up, but that's going to be the crossbow of Tang by the 1-1. 𝐒𝐿𝐸 Cutie getting in the kills, but here comes 𝐈𝐿𝐝, and 𝐈𝐿𝐝 with the final kill onto the back. 𝐈𝐝𝐝 as well, cluing out the cleanup work. 4 members down and a turret down mid. They can also take in another one. 𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸, the only one left to defend. I don't think you can defend this one. That's gonna be 3 members. 𝐵ivero, Perez, and 𝐈𝐝𝐝 taking down that turret. 2 turrets and an almost wipeout.
That's what we call a symphony of skills. You see that? We play that back in slow-mo. It is starts with a traction pulse into an AOG, followed by an unstoppable force toss back. So the coordination of the Philippines from the Philippine teams is just immaculate, completely catching 𝐈𝐿𝐝 off guard, understanding that this Farsa does not have a flicker of online just yet, takes her down, and then the fight essentially ends, right? Most of the damage on the Myanmar is already gone. No Lord for Myanmar. If they fight this, I don't think they can win. The Philippines, they are always ready to pounce if Myanmar oversteps.
Yep, and 𝐵ivero as well, looking for the next target. You know, it feels like whenever I see a 𝐆𝐫𝐝, it feels like a cat. You know, you just want to toss everything in. You just want to toss everything to the side. But you know what? Jokes aside, it's just so clean for the side of the Philippines, right? It's always clapbacks after clapback, and just like that, 𝐵ivero tosses 𝐷𝐻𝐿𝐸 in. She's able to sustain, of course, being the Hilda. But right now, they want to take this turret up top. Feathered airstrike onto Diagon. That's going to be their target. No Revitalize. Not yet casted. 𝐈𝐝𝐝. and the rest of the gang gonna be back away, and Myanmar taking what they can get right now. The turret up top, but they still have the Lord to answer here. Down mid, as El Puerto also doing her work down bottom, making the lanes move.
We're starting to see a bit of cracks from this Myanmar lineup. They don't have the best wave clear and damage too if they're behind. And Philippines, they're just playing the map, right? All three waves are shoving in. AOG is going to be used. Clipped onto Shelly only. Should be fine.
Jay onto the backside. He's trying to look for a target. It's going to be Perez. Going to be knocking in, isolating everybody from the clash. It's going to be a pause there. 𝐆𝐫𝐿 going in for the revitalize as Perez still stuck onto Jay. But here comes the retaliation. Killing spree for Perez. And that's a beautiful answer coming out from the side of the Philippines. Nice attempt from Jay though. But this is the Philippines again. Ejector from Vivero as DJ Shelly is not going to be able to take in the damage from Amores as well as Perez. It's a double kill. And El Puerto goes in for the final takedown with that shadow kill. 4 members down for the side of Myanmar. I'm so surprised. Like, it's such a tanky lineup coming out from Myanmar, but just like that, the Philippines is able to melt down the front lines.
But that's what happens when you are more than 10,000 ahead of your enemies. Another AOG.
Vivero gonna get stunned there for a bit. Jay gonna get in the ejector once again as Perez takes in the final kill. It's going to be Afo, DJ Shelly, and Rico left to defend. All the inhibitors are going to be gone in just a bit, but here comes the retaliation. DJ Shelly going to try to go in for the ultimate. 𝐆𝐿𝐿 going to be able to sustain all of that, but while all of that is happening as well, El Puerto and Amores going to clean up the work up top. 2 inhibitors down, 15 kills for the Philippines. I feel like at this point, the only thing left for Myanmar to do is just to get either shut down goals, right? If the Philippines is way too deep into their base, but how can they? They do have the front line though, but the damage, it's up to Kiko Cutie to be able to get in that crossbow of Tang. And if not, Hafo on defended airstrike. But still, it seems like it's not enough to take down. Like if you compare the two lineups, right? Myanmar is way tankier than the Philippines.
They are. I think even on even ground, Philippines eventually are going to outskill Myanmar with just the heroes that they have. Granger, Hayabusa, Kimmy. They just have a lot more sustained damage if the fight drags on. They have Sky Piercer, a Sky Piercer owner, which in this case is Perez. I think she has the 30 stacks of Sky Piercer. Actually, no, 40 stacks of Sky Piercer right now. So she's halfway there to max stacks. This Lord is most likely going to be secured by the Philippines. And even if Myanmar wants to contest this Lord, Philippines can just say, you know what, we're going to let the wave push in. And then when you deal with the wave, we will take the objective. It's a lose-lose situation for the Myanmar.
Yep, but they're starting up this Lord, but I think for the Philippines, they're respecting the fact that at any time, Rico can go in for the heavy spin, but it's going to be DJ Shelly again with the ejector as Rico going to try to find in the target. Heavy spin not yet committed. Revitalize has been used up. Amor is going to be the target here by Jay, but it's not able to get anything, and here comes the Navi stickers as the AOG use defensively there by 𝐆𝐿𝐿. Heavy spin, all of the ultimates used to just disengage us.
Wow.
Going for the double! 3 members down for the side of Myanmar. It's Jay and Kiko Cutie. No, rather, Afo left to defend here. Will it be enough? They do have defended airstrike though, but up against the 5 members of the Philippines here. Will it be enough? DJ Shelly is up, but there's too much damage coming out from the Philippines. Benny's going for the kill. 3 members down. They're trying to lock in the base. There's minion waves in as El Puerto again still unstoppable. The Philippines starts it out real strong. 20 kills in 13 minutes as they take game number 1.
Like the sky will never